That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
I was muted. Dang
You'll
it.
find the princess within.
Scuffed. Welcome back to some more Slay the Princess. So, sorry about the delay there on the audio, but yeah, no, we're heading back to the cabin again. We've hit all the first pieces, I believe. So now it's just a matter of what decisions do I make.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table,
Yeah, we know what this all is. I think I'm gonna go down without the blade. I thought a lot of it had to do with the dialogue before we even got to the cabin that influences her behavior, but I'm getting a vibe that has more to do with the decision once I enter the cabin. That's where it starts to split. I'm trying to think what else affects her decisions. It seems like we're starting to get to, like, we have either the very angry princess or the I guess nice / gentle, I guess we could call her. Don't really know what I would say, but let's go down without the blade again.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I think I've said most of this. That's
Wait,
if I
really?
lie. What's
You're here
the
to
difference?
rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Yep,
Hi.
Yep. Okay,
I
let's
can't
see.
believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Well, about that.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
Let's just see what we can do about it. I think
Only
we've done all the
making this more
conversations before
difficult.
that. So let's look.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Oh, I'm sure.
No.
I've been through this before.
You're doing the right thing.
Okay.
Yep, that's all the same. But you know what happens if I try all that? Let's return back to
You
the
make your
bottom
way
of the
to the
stairs.
bottom of the stairs.
Yep, you're gonna start chewing. You're gonna give me the knife. Every time I've done this, I've released her? Right?
Without
What
hesitation,
if I just kill her?
bring
this
the
time?
blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the
There we
motion
go.
ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but It's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure.
Alright.
Don't waver now.
This is gonna give her some
As you
trust
ready your
issues
blades
for
to deliver a lethal
sure.
blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with teeth
She's gonna
and
turn into
claw.
a beast.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though
Slay!
your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Lock her in the basement, maybe she'll bleed out. Finish the job and give up. But giving up, she'll kill me for sure. I finish the job. Because these are going to give me 3 different chapter 2s. We know that much. What are they going to give me?
You steel your
Finish the
resolve
job
and take
anyways.
another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here
Yeah,
alive?
wait a minute.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further.
Hello, lemur. Hello.
Collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence
Oh, come on now.
as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright. The witch. Ooh. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods,
Now what
and at the end of that path
voice
is a
comes with me
cabin.
this time?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Alright. It'll be the end of the world. But I already slew the princess, sure. She also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? I think I've said that. She's gonna kill me again.
People don't die twice.
That's a new
You haven't
line,
even met the
I think.
princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
I've yet to see that my character is skilled in any capacity.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep brilliant. We need to
The
keep our cards close to our
opportunist.
chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Okay.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Right? Alright, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry, you can trust us to get the job done.
Alright, what is she going to be? I mean, well, it says the witch, so I guess
The
I
interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as
Nice.
if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Right. And she's gonna be wise to
Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it
my
hidden behind
intent
our
at
backs.
this point.
She doesn't have to know we have it.
Exactly.
That's not actually a bad idea.
I already know he won't say anything
Walk up
about
to the
it.
wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
And likely it will disappear.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Like the mirror
You reach
clean.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Alright, let's go down to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Okay. I would never say that, but I will say hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path.
Oh.
I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Okay, well, hiding the knife doesn't
She
really
must
matter
have you
then.
confused with someone else.
She definitely doesn't. Sorry, bub.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
I highly doubt it. But we'll give it a shot.
Can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
That's not true.
Look,
We've done
I'm
this
just
before.
throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
That.
Do you want
That
to hear what
tracks.
everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You
Rude.
need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Well, slaying doesn't usually work.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Yeah, right.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Yeah.
Oh no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
No.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Well, rude. Don't worry, this blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right? I get the sense you're not happy, but yeah, that's where I would go. Yeah, that, you know. I died last time, you didn't. If anyone here should be trusting, it's you. They got missed last time. I think there's something bigger than we can. Then both of us at work. We should team up. We have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here. Well. Alright. Danger to the world. Attack you now, slay the princess and slay the princess. Okay, let's see. I'm not really, so I'm not gonna say that, I'm sorry. I don't feel like that's gonna make any progress. I do want to say this line. This is close to what I would want to say. Because this is... I wouldn't have trusted her if she started gnawing her arm off. And I'm pretty sure that's what I did the first time with that anyways. But this is a much different path. Let's start with this.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back?
Yeah,
You'll
alright.
have to try harder than that.
Okay, so this is about trust now. That answered that real quick. And my trust issues joke was right on the mark. Ha 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 hi. Alright. That's pretty close.
Things did get out of hand, didn't they? But it's hard to let bygones be bygones when they led to murder. And you started it.
I mean, you started gnawing your arm off. Yes.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of
This
your own
is pretty
accord,
accurate.
did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Right?
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
I
Do you
agree.
know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Yeah. I mean, I don't trust her. but we get a third chapter. Every time we seem to confront whatever the baggage that we force upon her, right? And working against our other nature is where we get our third chapter. Right? So clearly this is what would happen to give us another
You
round.
can't be serious.
Yes, I'm very serious.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
As do I. I, abstain?
You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. Yep.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right?
I don't know that.
But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist.
Oh!
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
Right.
A woman after my own heart.
It's
Right.
a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now.
Right?
Luckily for us, you're not her.
Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count.
She creeps forward,
Oh, yep.
taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
Well... This falls in line with what I'm trying to do. Like, long-term goal is that, but it's not. She's definitely gonna kill me. It doesn't matter if I say that. That's probably what's gonna happen. Well, I get an opportunity to say more. Let's go.
Pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her.
Is that
I
gonna
thought it
save
was
me?
Nice.
That is nice.
Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
If
We
you were
sure
lying,
do
we'd
mean
all
it,
know.
though. Yeah.
But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steals her nerves.
Yeah, I should have figured the trust issues were gonna make that.
And then she buries the
Yep.
blade in your heart. What? No. No, come on, that's not right.
No, didn't matter what we said, that was
Told
gonna
you.
happen.
I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it! I got you! You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly.
I'd say she's gonna
placed
feel
with
bad.
concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The thorn.
You're on a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
Oh yeah.
I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it. Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
Now, who's gonna join us here?
Oh, you're far
No,
from being on
fuck
the right
this
side
bastard!
of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be
Ah,
fixated
shit!
on the future.
Smitten, get
Oh,
lost!
A visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow.
Ah,
By
shit.
cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of
Okay.
mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love. She hates us.
Yes, oh, definitely.
Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death.
She did not hesitate.
There might just be a kernel of affection in that angry, angry heart.
Okay, that right
As
before she
ridiculous as
stabbed
this
me,
guy
that's
is,
fair.
maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
I feel like...
Give what another try exactly?
Oh, yeah.
You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Welcome back to the conversation, narrator.
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom. Oh, are you now? Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice,
Twice.
actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Alright. We know it keeps changing. Right?
What do you want me to say?
Let's say you're
It's
doing
bad
pretty well
that
this
you've been
time.
here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice.
That's only partially true.
So you knew this could happen? Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it.
Poor narrator gets some real Soma stuff
I
going
don't
on
care about
here.
where we came from, and I don't care to discuss the theory of anything. I yearn only to bring her freedom. I'm here to feel, not to think. Then
Oh,
we can
God.
all move on, and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. Sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already. I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts.
Definitely gonna go that way. It's different, keeps changing.
Yes.
Let's go down
Good.
this line.
Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room.
Well, thank you.
I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it.
That's very true.
Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan. Trust in what plan? The Decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? The good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself. There isn't
okay.
a plan.
That's
and
not
that's the whole
what I would
point.
say out of that.
We're
okay.
supposed to be guided by emotion. We're supposed to passionate, and
I'm sure that when the time comes, those passions will tell us to set our darling princess free.
If I were you, I'd be let loose upon the world.
Alright, well, to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake.
Yeah.
My position is the... The burned out merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine...
I'm about to say, it's not
this
there.
isn't right. This is supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
I
Well,
guess
it's not.
she can.
If she has it... Let me guess. You want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
That is the smart thing to do.
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers. Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
You already know.
You
If
step
I try to
forward and
talk
approach
about
the
mirror.
scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features.
We're
It
a
went away
bird.
when we touched it last time.
Exactly.
Reach forward and
Weirdly.
wave
Yep.
your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
To the
You
basement.
step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Ooh. Yes.
I think you know
we're
how
good.
this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk.
Down the stairs.
Continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was
Ooh,
once a vast
shoot.
open cavern. now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No. This is definitely not what I was expecting to happen. I mean, this is yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's my making. I did this to her. She responds with whatever I do. So, not leaving her down here. That's not quite right. It is by her own action, but we're definitely guiding what she's doing. It's not really the way I would have responded. I feel like just kind of let me. Start with that. That's the closest to what I would
want
want
to
say.
trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Well, because I can't help you on the first run. No matter what I try, it's not possible. The narrator stops that. This is the big one. Yeah, this is
Princess
a
clutches the
cycle
blade
we're both
closer
stuck
to her
in.
chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us, but it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you. I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
Oh,
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
you basically said something right for once.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us! She trusts us! Doesn't that set your heart aflutter? Yeah, a little.
I feel
It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out.
Opportunist,
Right
bad.
here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
Bad narrator.
I see that the lines have been drawn.
Right?
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
It is 2 against 2.
You don't count.
This is the most even it's ever
and why
been
shouldn't he
split.
count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Oh, that would be so mean.
Yes! What a good idea. Let's cut her free.
I think this is the...
Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision.
Sure you can.
I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right
I think this is the first time we've both been
Let's
able to
free
just
this
walk out of
princess.
here.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
That's right. What he said.
Oh, Smitten, shut up.
We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
You take the blade to the thorny
terrible.
vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her! Kiss her now before the moment ends!
Smitten, knock it off.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
You should have kissed her, you fool! It was the perfect moment!
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes.
Right?
I'm
I
not
thought I'd
even
get
sure
a
we
chance
need
to
do
talk
any
and then
cutting. We
do
can
that
just
for you, Smitten.
move them out of
Honestly,
the way.
that's alright.
What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here.
Right? I'd
We're
assume
both
not.
meant for so much more than this.
Right? Is the narrator still? Let's go.
As you swing
Yeah,
your blade
see?
into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn an innocent like her to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Right?
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door
Turning over a
and
new
step
leaf.
out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
What do we
Let's
do now?
see if the world ends.
Where's everything going?
Oh,
Why is it so cold?
fair enough. It kind of feels like I got a bit more to go. Oh no.
She's gone.
We'll see what happens, I guess.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
We've been through this part. Just gonna approach the mirror. I don't think there's anything else for them to say. Reflection. They're gone again. Mirror. Let's see what's in it. I am falling apart. Alright, to the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Right. And I finally got one out into the world. Alright. So that kind of tracks. It's just that us being together at all is what's ending the world. So that feels confirmable now. But I can't kill her, she can't kill me. So I think the next thing to do after obviously I'm gonna go through all these, so I think the next thing to do is to just leave her down there. So I'll need to find a route where I can just leave her there. Okay. Yeah, do you think there are people
It
out
doesn't
there?
matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Well, alrighty then.
We are
That's a
real.
little meta.
Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Alright. Okay. That we're near the end, I think, then, just with that line. Alright, let's see. What do you have to say about this
one
vessel?
yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her.
It's like the
She
opposite
isn't
of what I
alone
was trying to
anymore.
do with all of these. Or with like my prior theme.
If I did, I would already be awake.
Yeah, there's some voices
No,
that talk to me. What's up?
Their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
There is no other option other than he does. I mean, the answer is as
Do
good.
not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves. 1. Whatever
This
you
is it.
bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Okay. So this is the last time. I don't think there's anything she'll be looking for.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Yep, I'm ready
The
to go
next
back.
time I
That
see
next
you,
line isn't
Each
something
of
I
us will
would
finally
do.
know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Well, I'm a bird. Some weird Birdman thing. Okay, thank you. You seem to be a light in the dark thing. I seem to be the dark.
You're on a path in the woods,
On just the
and at
visuals,
the end of that
anyways.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is...
Alright, we know what this all says. Okay. And we've been through all of these at this point. Alright, well, let's just continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess.
Yep, we know what that is. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the blade is your
I'm not gonna take the blade down with me.
The
If I'm
door to
planning
the
leave her
basement
down
creaks
here,
open,
I don't need the blade.
revealing a staircase faintly... Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful.
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
This is what I want to do here. We've been through all these other dialogues. I don't know if these change anything. I feel like subtext of explore doesn't change anything. Right?
The princess hesitates before... She doesn't know. She's been down here. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever...
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer?
No, we are getting
Because
something.
with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
It's not like you'd believe me.
That is not true. We have gotten past that.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
The reason being?
I don't actually know
Okay.
what that reason is.
You have all the
Is that why they threw me down here? I
Yeah.
don't remember much about it, to be honest.
Yep. Okay, so we've all seen that.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
Well,
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
well, I know the answer to that now.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you would.
She has a point. We're talking like this.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me say. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
It's a fair point.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
That's
We
a
both
good
know that if there's
question.
people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust.
Okay, hang on. I think we've been through that part. Yeah, what if we just stayed down
That seems
here?
like a pretty good compromise.
I feel like we might have done that too.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much.
Leaving her alive is too... So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
Right?
One way or another, I'm going to find. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that.
You have to make...
Yep,
I
leaving
know
it down
you
here.
think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Doesn't have to be anyone who wins.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Right?
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
I can, I don't want to, but
You
leaving
turn your
didn't
back
work.
to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
No, I mean,
Either
she's
way,
gonna be
she
able to
dropped
get
the
out.
mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here. It'll be
Now
the death of
stick with
all
the
of us,
plan.
but fine. We'll do it your. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You
Right?
settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold you very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a
That's the
nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No, it sure don't.
No, it doesn't.
Does not ease my guilty conscience, but yeah,
Ignore her.
we're gonna
Maybe
do
the
that.
banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to her.
I doubt that, but
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Why would that table have done anything with
Thanks
the
for
door
helping me
opens?
get out of that awful basement.
I didn't.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Uh-oh.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Whose side are you on?
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
That's not bueno.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
It doesn't work,
Your
though.
lungs stop drawing in breath.
Trying to cut you
Your
out doesn't
heart
work.
freezes in your chest.
You end up having to kill
You
me.
have seconds left.
Or I have to kill you.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end. Don't we?
I guess so.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
I missed what the chapter was
If you
called.
don't, it will be the end of the world.
Forest didn't really change that much. Who do we have with this?
I can assure
Let's go
you
with
that
that.
you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh! What if he hears us?
The paranoid.
Very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
Shit!
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Alright. To the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
That's fair.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table,
cool.
knocked
That's
on
not
its side in
creepy.
the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. is just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor.
Take the blade.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub your... Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad. Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right?
Oh, shit!
She knows that we're here.
I did not!
Maybe the three of you just think everything is different.
Oh, and there's
because
more
you
eyes in the
haven't
window,
been
too.
Here before. Enough of this.
I did not catch that detail.
Haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Okay.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Yeah.
Didn't you hear
talk.
my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, usually round two of her isn't very talkative.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're
tell me the right.
completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Well, clearly, the right is
I
her.
wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, creepy. Thank you. Go to the right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Ah, shit.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Right.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working! Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Okay, let's see.
Because
Let's
I
verify
don't want
that.
to. And even if I did, I don't have to. And look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you die, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop! Hey, snap out of it.
Focus, paranoia.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine.
I'm keeping us alive. Focus.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment,
liver,
and then you're
nerves,
gone.
heart, lungs,
Just
liver,
like
nerves, heart,
that.
Lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves, heart,
and there's the fear.
nerves, heart. She pulls away. Liver, nerves, heart.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
Heart,
I've already done that.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Yeah,
I
what'd
tried to
you
leave
do?
while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And it's much as I love what you have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
You have to be alive before you're doing this.
You're alive, aren't you?
Well, you're actively almost killing me just being around
you
me.
saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option, but it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
You seem miserable.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Heart, lungs, liver,
Oh, that's a little toxic.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves.
I know. You told me last time.
Nerves, heart,
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it. I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid.
Oh yeah.
It needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Everyone dies eventually. They're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again. All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen, and maybe do a little unwinding myself. Is that really so much to ask?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Yeah.
We're stuck down here together until you change your mind.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver. Static, and a
Ooh.
skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Only until your heart finally gives out.
Lungs, liver,
When you die, I'll find myself somewhere new, and before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out.
lungs,
And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, 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 lungs, liver. Are you
Yeah, we're not doing this.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Hey!
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
No.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
No.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career, recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out!
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out!
No. What's happening to us?
All too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
That's it for him.
Oops, I think I broke you.
But
I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
your body's dead, but you live on. Yeah, I think we got an idea of what's going on with okay. The moment of clarity. Well, yeah, I'm about to say that explains
You're on a path.
her whole deal now.
Shit. What? What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
Right?
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
This is a lot
think
more answers than I
we were
thought.
Trying to save the world. You should know
Yes.
about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
Oh, broken, no!
That's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Yeah.
We're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it,
The
she's the one
opportunist
with
is
power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No.
Stubborn!
We're supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling.
Cold?
How many times
I've got
do we
everybody
have to
here?
go to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling.
The
When
hunted.
there's so much fear
Who the fuck
everywhere.
are you?
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Holy shit!
We love her, so we
Everybody's
have to
here.
set her free.
Including people I don't
Can
know.
we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
I knew about the
To be given an
contrarian.
ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Why are there so many of us?
Of the
There
cheated.
aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
That's a great question. Okay. So, a little bit of some disclosures going on here. I've known about the contrarian, which is why I haven't kept running from the cabin. And I know I've seen a lot of the other voices from a stream, and a lot of those we resaw again today. But there's a lot of those I did not know about. The cheated. Oh, hang on. Where's the log? Can I look at a log? History? Like, yeah. No, wait a minute. Like, the cheated I've never seen. The hunted. Jeez. Oh my goodness. There's a lot more than I even knew about still. This path is definitely not what I was expecting. Because I've seen the nightmare path, but I didn't think it went... What I saw was different than this before. I didn't think staying behind was going to give me all the little context clues that I didn't know. Like, I felt sure, but I didn't know that that was going to be the case there. I had a feeling she didn't want to be locked in the basement, but I didn't get that she's just been down there the whole time. Let's see. How many times have we been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Proceed to the... either. How many times have we been here?
Many, many, many times.
Thanks, Skeptic.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been
Right.
here at all. It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't.
Right?
It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine, it just goes on and on. What does
Right?
here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up! You were here. Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget.
Oh,
I've tried
jeez.
to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
That's denial.
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
Well, right.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't? Of course
Right.
we're wrong. She is the only thing that's right.
It's not what I meant.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
What if we
We've
don't go to the
tried
cabin?
that.
Okay, thank you,
It
Contrarian.
doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles. I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
About to say, with that many
You're lucky you
parts
haven't been
all
stuck here like the
being
rest
in
of
pain.
them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
Alrighty.
He's worse than her. Don't think about that too hard. All it will
Let's
do is
see
weaken
what
your
this
resolve and
says.
make it that much harder for you to slay her. Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are
Alright.
you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh,
Okay.
here you go
Yep.
philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers.
Alrighty. That's all I needed.
And
Thank
they
you,
all stand in
Opportunist.
quivering torment. It doesn't matter
Oh,
what
boy.
we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us. And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Elaborate. Well, actually, that's not true. We know how that goes. The mirror. Okay. Thinking. still. That means we need to talk.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through
Hang
the
on,
darkness
boys.
for a way forward.
Hold on.
But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Right.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
Right. Know that part.
He always lies.
And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Okay, it sounds like Cold's maybe the only one not compromised here. I'm gonna go take a break quick, let the dogs out, and I will come back. I think we're approaching a conclusion that I didn't know about? Or, like, see? I don't know. This is definitely not what I expected to have happen. Alright, I'll be right back. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we are back. I gotta fix this here. Alright. Quick save here. Alright, I think you're making
Walk
sense,
up the
Cole.
hill,
Let's go.
hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces! She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Oh boy.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
Cool. I just get proceed.
Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
The parallaxing's so good.
Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Totally.
It already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
Alrighty.
We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Oh God, no! It's the only way forward. Oh no! I have to take the blade.
Reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her.
Paranoia, start doing your thing again.
She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
Joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
Yeah.
Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. It's up to you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand. What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon. This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her. Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh well. There's There's no paralysis anymore.
Alright.
Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
I don't like that. No. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, no.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that.
Yeah. Rip indeed. Can we dive down the hole?
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still
That's
resists
what I wanted
your
to do.
efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Well, we're together, so it ends. That's what
I
happens.
didn't think I'd be so tired.
I tried. I truly tried.
Why is it so cold?
That. Alright. Memory returns. Well, now I know about everybody!
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back.
Yeah, that mirror is back.
What does that mean for us?
It means you're all about to go again.
I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they?
They sure are.
Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Right.
Finally, we can smash it. Oh, you stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a
That's
majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Let's approach the mirror.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Into the reflection. I'm nothing at all. Just a weird bird man. Can't be nothing if you refocus. Okay, you can see a figure, faint veiled shadow just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
The narrator. Splitting images in the glass in two. IR Burb. We managed to get that revelation pretty quick, so I didn't have to pretend we weren't Burb. Okay. Now, this... I know what some of these are. There's some things that I didn't get to ask, or that I never saw that got asked. I'm debating on how much of these I want to ask for you folks at home. Alright, what?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Yeah.
Of course, that is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Alright, let's see. Yes, give me the why.
Among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Okay. Yeah, what is she?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow,
Because I did
the
not get
capacity
this
to change.
before.
She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be.
Right.
But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Okay, we'll figure that part out. That didn't help. This, what is
You're
my
the
true
long
identity?
quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
So I'm also the end of the world currently. Okay.
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing.
Okay.
The bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Okay. Right? That's kind of what I'm thinking here.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Well, no, but that's not the point. Oh my goodness. Okay. P.S. Slice of soggy bread. Right? This is kind of what I'm thinking next. So we only get so
Wouldn't
many
work.
questions,
Her nature as the
obviously.
shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
Okay, I think we get 3 more questions.
There is. It's the difference between being stranded on a desert island and being stranded on a desert island with a leopard that can't die. Either option is great, especially when there's a third option where you get rid of the island and give everyone a chance to finally be happy.
It's not quite what I want to ask, but what could I will her into is really what I want to know. Oh my gosh, there's so many questions.
Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
Yep, I've run out of questions.
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
I was hoping I had one more question.
It's like I said,
That's
I'm
alright.
just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Yep. Alright. See myself with newfound clarity. In a long quiet event, it's just finally time for you to wake up. Oh, this is me. Proceed to the cabin for the final time. You're right. There's no final vessel for you to bring, so there's nothing for you to find. Huh? Oh. Cool.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Okay. Right, what does that
Names
necessarily
are
mean?
their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Alright, what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Well, let's hit some of these explore for everybody at home.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you,
I thought I'd get to
so
explore some
be
other
it.
questions. Alrighty. Into this we go then.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Hang on. Could you bear the weight of eternity alone? Do you dare shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation? What the hell? Leaning towards this. Like, thank you. Hang on, let's read the line before it. Maybe that will. I'd say, you didn't exactly do it to be nice.
I'm aware of what it did to you. The understanding you've returned to me is a gift. A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both. But compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Well, yeah, that's
Then
like
help
the
me again.
truest thing.
We are each other's liberation.
Yeah, but leaving here is not a good idea.
What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
Okay, hang on. Oh god, that's like a whole existence thing. Right, this is kind of my... Well... Right.
And yet bodies change and consciousness goes on. The infant's body is not the child's, is not the adult's, but the thread of existence remains strung through it all. I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be, preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I don't really think that's the way I want to go with it. But I half agree with you here. Each person in time is seed for a new beginning to linger is an ending to rob it of its life. In this situation, I'm okay with that.
To linger too long is to become worse than when you started. Would you rob yourself of all context to remain trapped in a single moment?
Oh, that's fair.
Sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. A past that is also present. A pain that is everything and yet nothing at all. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
Right?
But for us, that was better. For me, there was no better end. I lost myself in an artistry so profound that it lifted both of us into something greater.
Eee. Don't like that.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together. This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Right? That's kind of where I'm leaning again. these two. I'm pretty sure we progress into this again, whatever's next.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Hey!
you don't have to do it alone.
Alright, I knew that was gonna pop in somewhere, I just didn't know if this was still gonna happen during this route. Alright, let's see.
They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then let's
Ready.
go.
Oh yeah! Sketch work.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
It's just
Anyone
us.
else make it?
I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Okay.
No blade it is.
Yep.
I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
I'm looking for that center.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different.
A lot.
Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Yes.
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
That's good.
Honestly, me neither.
Perfect! Uh-oh. Alright, well. But if we just leave? Yeah.
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I don't know! Well, this was not what I was expecting. Okay, let's see. I don't like not knowing. That sounds like the best
I want that too.
kind of ending.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, it wouldn't feel right. But I'll be okay. I don't think I'll be alone for long either. I'm sure I can find the others.
Alright. Okay, there's energy in the sense of the unknown. Top of the stairs, print stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. Attention, Caesar, you're unsure. Oh, she's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there.
Hopefully not world-ending.
Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
It is a love story, after all.
Of course I am. Are you?
Oh, blushing. That's sweet. Princess and Burb. Whatever it is, you'll face it together. Okay. And that is Slay the Princess. Knowing now what I know in there, I'm not going to spoil some details. If you want some other answers in there, you have to play it yourself. I'm going to have to replay this a few times to get answers to questions I didn't get, but I'm sure are in there because of that mirror. Thank you all the Patreons. What a good little game. These devs are working on another game too. It's in early access. Our Song. Yes, and then this is the thing. Oh, hang on, was it shift tag? Shift tag, shift tag, shift tag. Finish the game, the good ending doesn't count. Okay. Thank you for playing so much. There's a track. Take a photo of it with the phone, because screenshotting doesn't work on my end. I'm sure it probably goes down. There's a track for special playlist for you. Yep, perfect. Oh my goodness. Play other game, return to the main menu. Alright. That was Slay the Princess. You haven't seen too much variation in the final sequence. I didn't either, other than different princesses coming back. And I saw way more come back in this one than I did the other one. The stream that I watched, only three showed back up, and I think we saw all of them come back in that one. I feel like we might have been one short. I don't know, but it's a good little game. That I've not seen much of a difference in the ending sequence either. I'm sure there are, because I think, without having looked at anything, I think there's like 3 endings total. And that was definitely a different ending than the other one that I saw that streamer do. And I don't know how he got that one. I don't know. I think so. I'd like to see the curveball I think most people are inclined to savor. And I was teetering on the edge there for a minute. Because I'm like... What threw me there at the end was I didn't even really get a chance to swap it around again. And I didn't have any voices other than the hero come back with me. So there's definitely a lot different ways to experience the ending, I think, is the thing. I don't know. I'm curious. Oh. So, but this is I believe this is their first game. I love the art style. The music is fantastic. Their other game is in early access right now. I believe it is this cult right here, Scarlet Hollow. We will be checking that out as it leaves early access. So, this is a good little game. Thank you everybody for watching. I will probably be back to stream something else just for fun for a little bit tonight at some point. If you want to see this content edited up a little bit, you can go check that out on YouTube. There is other content on the YouTube. I'm glad to be back into the swing of things on streaming. We'll kind of see what my schedule looks like as we go. But that's all I have for now. Let's see. I don't think there's anyone that I normally know that's on at this point. There is not. Alright. Well, with that, thank you everybody. I'm going to end the stream here.